It is week 4, and I am so happy to make it this far. I have ranked 223, and last time I was ranked 496 or something high like that. And thank you guys who voted on my project. I really appreciate it. In this video, I'm going to be sharing some of the updates I did with the landing page to make it more attractive to our ideal customer, giving it more of a modern feel. We are going to be putting more of our offer into the front end, adding in that extra community aspect of it, like I mentioned last week. So that is still to be expected. If you ever wanted to launch your app before, now is the time, because Lovable makes it very easy for you to go ahead and do it. I'm in a Lovable ship program, and it has been nothing but great. They gave us a lot of perks, and on top of that, we now have an education in building an actual working application. And that is such a powerful skill to have, and I'm very fortunate to be a part of this challenge. So what I'm going to be sharing with you guys is this exact update for week 4 and exactly where we're heading and some of the roadblocks that we hit along the way. So stick with me to the end of this video. So as you can see, I added this gradient. I like the feel of it. It added more of a welcoming and inviting, like you're actually gonna be stepping into something new and revolutionary. So we wanted to add in some of that feel. Having our marketing background and branding background, we were able to make that adjustment over here. We are going to mess around with the text over here, because essentially what we wanted to do is we noticed it was clashing a bit. I added a darker overlay on top of here in the hero, but I'm probably going to add a little bit more, less transparency on a darkness overlay so we can make the text pop out more. It looked a lot better than it did before. We appreciate the feedback we implemented. Everything's pretty much straightforward. These trial things still work. Let me jump into the new stuff. We were able to add in a subtle also gradient background into here. You can see very faintly in here, but you'll be able to see it more in the actual editor. It gives it, again, more of a warm feel to it and more of our brand that we want to include in this. And we also have the credits working. You could buy credits as well. It's actually coming soon in a little bit. I did mention that to Lovable in the chat and the agent, but it didn't add it for whatever reasons. There is some little things that I did run into with it. For instance, it not fully following all my instructions, even on the agent mode, which consumes more credits, and I ran out of credits. Essentially, I have to either upgrade my plan and pay $50 right now, or just wait until the 19th to get more credits. But we're going to go into here and see exactly some of these changes that I made. I wanted to make this more friendly because a lot of people are going to be spending time inside of this area. So we can now click and edit a title here. Credits reflect the actual progress. This thing over here is great. It's the interview progress. It shows you exactly how much further you need to talk with the AI to get interviewed. This is the topic ideas, and we could go through this now. So let's go through the chat. I want to come up with a couple of ideas for my book. What do you recommend, and what are some trending topics right now that will attract my target audience? So I just click it, and now it's transcribing. Essentially, I'm probably going to get rid of that like toast message and maybe put it in top of anything just because it was blocking it. Minor little interference, but we have it over here. So now we can start. You can see it's typing now, and we have another setting that I'm going to show you back here. What I should have done in the beginning was actually added in. Before, it wasn't formatting the text, which was annoying, but now it's formatting it correctly. That's really good that it's doing that. Now it's saying book idea to holistic practitioner's guide to 24 from healer to product champ, wellness marketing 3.0, how holistic. I have to turn on this mode right here. We're test this out. This is another new feature in agentic mode, similar to in Lovable. We're going to turn it on. It uses a little bit more credits, and you see the discrepancy with the credits up here. So we have to fix that so it aligns better. But now it's on. So I could say, can you please research online and find problems that holistic practitioners are facing? You can search Reddit, Amazon example. We're going to test this out right now. Enter. So you see his thinking process over here, analysis, his thinking deeply. So you can see that it came up with some of his responses. You can see that it has some of its steps: marketing, text anxiety, client education, online reputation management, burnout and boundaries, Amazon book reviews, holistic practice marketing books, lack of practical step-by-step guidance, all that. So it's researched these trending topics. Would you like to focus on a single core problem? Yes, let's do that, but around my 24/7 patient capture method. So if you heard last video or one of my earlier videos with my updates, it actually pulls in information from your brand voice guide and your brand guide from your initial user interview. And I'll show you where that lives. That is a powerful way to pull in the information. The reason why we're honing in on all these processes and really the thinking and all that, because we want it to, like, for my 5 years of working with AI, I have noticed that you need to be able to make sure the thinking is thorough. You want to make sure that it's actually coming up with good ideas and stuff like that. So it's trying to push me towards the interview process, because I still haven't really gotten towards this interview process. As you can see, 0% complete, but I'm pretty sure it still hasn't done it. Let's approach this as a strategic book concept built around your 24/7 patient capture method, directly addressing the real world pain points of holistic practitioners uncovered in the research. Here's a step-by-step breakdown. Strategic positioning, why this book, why now, market insight. Holistic practitioners are overwhelmed by inconsistent client flow, marketing confusion, tech resistance, and burnout. They crave a practical step-by-step system that automates client attraction, nurture leads, and builds trust without sacrificing their values or sanity. Your unique angle, you developed a proven AI-powered 24/7 patient capture method that solved these problems. You're a fellow wellness advocate who healed yourself through holistic medicine and plant-based living. This positions you as both a guide and a peer. Book concept and working title options. The 24/7 patient capture blueprint. How holistic practitioners can fill their practice without burnout or tech overwhelm. Automate your healing practice. The holistic guide to 24/7 capture and nurture from burnout to, these are different book ideas here, different title options. So the blueprint aspect, or automate your healing disc, the holistic guide to 24/7 client capture and nurture, or from burnout to booked solid. These are all really good. Core promise and different. So a practical, actionable roadmap for holistic practitioners to consistently attract, educate, and book their ideal clients using automation and authentic marketing, so they can focus on healing, not hustling. So you can see all these different thought process of creating it. So now this is the chapter outline. So we're going to see that we have my journey from patient to product champ, and it says your story healing through holistic medicine and plant-based living, the aha moment, why most practitioners struggle with client flow, the vision, a practice that runs and grows while you sleep, the real problems facing holistic practitioners, inconsistent client flow, marketing overwhelm, and tech resistance, burnout, and lack of boundaries. So we also are going to say, hey, I've uploaded a file. So you can see it consuming over here, but at the top, it's not really taking any of the credits. So we're definitely going to have to do that. And you can see it's putting in some of these things: real world results, medical weight loss clinic case study, boom. And it's a little out of focus here. And that's okay. We'll just have to fix that. Let me know your preferences on the above. We can hide this process. And it's going through all these pain points, solutions implemented throughout the case study, because that's what works best, right? Is talking about any kind of key wins that you perform with someone. So it's coming up with the specific chapters over here. So it's saying where to use it in the actual book. I like the title. Still back up here in the chat. The 24/7. So I just turned off agentic mode for right. It's typing, just putting some of the stuff in here already. Some ideas, topic ideas. Another thing I added was a format bar. I know it's a little minor, but it's pretty cool. And just added this inside of here automatically. I'm going to mess around with the flow. This is the updated area part of the app that I was doing, just because I do have some users going through this and they did give me some feedback on that. Part of the homework was a lot of the marketing and gearing it towards your audience. And we did that a lot, honing it in with our target audience, because we work with holistic practitioners for our marketing agency. That's how we were able to create this update and get one step closer to building out this amazing app here. So I can hit next step 2, and we'll go to AI automatic practitioner, working on market research. So it'll also go through the market research area, book outline, writing sample, full manuscript, book description. And again, it's going to go into a next process of that after it's done through all the steps. Over here, when we have the outline from this intake process, we'll be able to have a whole book built around your expertise. I will do an in-depth demo once I get this conversational flow fixed. This is what we have so far, and I'm looking forward to getting these changes implemented and getting this out into more people's hands. This is a very essential way of getting your expertise out there, creating your own book. when you have your own book and you publish it out there, which is our whole intention with having this, people could just go to Amazon, for instance, and easily publish their book this way using their own expertise and voice. But yeah, that's it for now. That is what my update was for week 4. And I'm so happy to make these improvements. I'm going to be making those changes next week so we can have a more working product so our members can use this app and generate their first book and get it uploaded to Amazon, because this is going to be a huge game changer for a lot of different doctors, professionals, consultants, and anyone trying to get their expertise out into the world. It's really there to help people heal better, because when they are trying to heal themselves, people in the community need to find the right kind of doctor and the right kind of care. So it's essential for practitioners to release some kind of book or course that goes into detail about how they are able to take people to where they need to be health-wise without bad pharmaceutical medicine or surgeries. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll keep you updated. We're almost at week 6, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in the next following videos. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video so you keep seeing the progress of this app and exactly how, at the very end, how I built this app and put it all together, my ways of marketing it, and my ideas of marketing is going forward, because this is how, no matter what you're trying to release, you have to come up with a specific offer and dial in on your ideal customer personas. I'll show you exactly how to do that in my upcoming videos, and it's going to be very helpful because it's not just any kind of flashy tools. It's actually actionable strategies that you can use to grow and scale your business. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.